Good evening, everybody. It is now about it's about going on 8 o'clock this evening, and I wanted to come to you before I got sleepy. So I hope everybody had a great day today, full of adventure, and I know mine was. So let me tell you, I'm going to tell you a story without mentioning the little boy's name. I'll tell you what happened to me today. So, we have this one little kid that struggles with wearing his mask. Well, he's only about 2. But being 2, he has a tremendous struggle wearing his mask. And at this point of the day, he just so happened to have it off, and I was tired of getting my hands full of drool and everything like that, trying to put it back on. So I let it be off for a few minutes, and I saw that his shoe needed tied. And when I got down to tie his shoe, guess what happened? He gave me the nicest little sneeze with all the germs on the back of my neck. Right about between here and my hair back here, like a little corner of my hair back here. So, you know what I did? First of all, I was absolutely grossed out. And then I got myself a paper towel. I put some of the soap dispenser from the dispenser on it, and I scrubbed back here. Put a little bit more soap on there, and I scrubbed back there. And then I went to our cabinet in my room, and I found some Johnson's baby shampoo. And I put some Johnson's baby shampoo on there, and I scrubbed back there some more. So the back of my ear and this one little patch right here is very clean. So when you work with kids, it's like gross stuff like that happens all the time. If it's not happening at your home, it's happening at your job. So that's my funny story for today. So we're going to finish up David and Abigail and Nabal. And all this time I was reading with you guys, I forgot to tell you where I was at. Every time I just had to put it in the description because I always forgot to tell you where I was reading from. So now I'm going to remember, and I am reading from 1Samuel, and it is chapter 25, and I am now on verse 36. So where we left off at, Abigail she came to beg for the mercy of David, asking him not to destroy them for her husband's foolishness. And her plea touched the heart of David, and she soothed his anger. I'm sure, just her asking for mercy wasn't all that, helped him to make that decision. I'm sure that her beauty helped in it also. But, she used her beauty and her well-speaking to her advantage, and it helped her and her household and her servants. So now we get to the death of Nabal. Let's see how he died. See what happened. So after she was able to go in peace and not worry about her family being at the mercy of David, which meant sure death. She went back home, and Abigail came to Nabal, who is her husband, as I told you earlier. And behold, he held a feast in his house, like the feast of a king. And Nabal's heart was merry within him, for he was very drunk. Wherefore she told him nothing, because, he was drunk. So she didn't tell him nothing. It says more or less until the morning light, until it was morning. But it came to pass in the morning, when the wine was gone out of Nabal, he was sober by this point, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him. That's deep. And he became as stone. So he was angry when she told him what had happened. He was even angry when she told him that she saved their household because of what she did. She gave him all the loaves. She gave him meat. And she came with other things. And her husband was mad. His heart turned into stone. He was absolutely frustrated, absolutely angry because of her trying to beg for mercy from David and giving all that stuff away to him so that their lives could be saved. Now, how could you be mad about that? Your wife was trying to save you and her household. But he was ticked off about it. Why? Because he was foolish, as his name is, foolish. So after she told him those things, his heart died within him, and he became as stone. And it came to pass about 10 days later that the Lord smote Nabal, and he died. And when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, "Blessed be the Lord, that I have pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil. For the Lord has returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head." And David sent and communed with Abigail to take her to him to wife. And when the servants of David were come to Abigail to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, "David sent us unto thee to take thee to him to wife." And she arose and bowed herself on her face to the earth, and said, "Behold, let thine handmaid be a servant to wash the feet of the servants of my Lord." So because of Nabal's wickedness and because of his stony heart, the Lord killed him. And not only did he kill him, but David ended up adding another wife to his whole tribe of wives. Abigail, he added her. So now Abigail is his wife, and Nabal is dead. And David said, "Praise be to God." Like, wow, David was funny. David was deep. But he said, "Praise be to God, because he avenged me, and I didn't have to do the evil that I was going to do. And on top of that, now I got your wife." And that's the end of David, Abigail, and Nabal. And I'll come back to you with another story of David, and it may be it won't be this week, but maybe Sunday or sometime next week. But I hope you're enjoying this time with us doing Bible stories. And like, I don't go too deep, but if you do have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. I'm just doing basic just to get people used to reading the Word. But again, like I said, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. And you can put it in the comments, and you can like, and you can share if you want. And I appreciate this time with you. You don't have to be a preacher to share the word. You know, God commissions us to go, you know, and that doesn't mean go to the pulpit. The world is our pulpit, and the world needs to hear the word of God. They need to hear the hope in the word, and they need to know also that the word is not all boring. There's fun stuff in the word. There's interesting things in the word that you wouldn't think would be there. It's like the word reads like a novel. It could be a page turner sometimes. And I know the begats and all that stuff is kind of hard to read through. If you're not that type of scholarly person where you want to know where somebody came from or what tribe they were from, sometimes like the way they write it is hard to continue reading. So sometimes we skip past that, but there's a lot of important things in there. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it's hard to read those parts because it's like, oh, so and so begat this person begat that person, this person begat that person, is the son of this person, who's the son of. So that's hard, but there are good stories. Well, they're all good stories. You know, you can learn lessons from all of them, but there are parts in the Bible where, like I said, where you're reading it like, what? I can't believe that happened in the Bible. But yeah, it happens in the Bible. There's nothing new under the sun. What you see now, it has happened at some point before, but we didn't live through it, But it's happened somewhere before. So again, I hope you are enjoying this time, and I hope it's getting you interested in the Word of God. And if you can, every day just read. If you can't do a chapter, read a couple of verses, or even start off with one verse a day. And, meditate on that verse and see what you can learn from it. See what you can pull from it. And it'll benefit you very much. What you feed will grow. So feed your spirit, man. All right, guys, have a good night.